Alright, here's where we left off last time. I've got my document. Oh, here's how I got here. I've got a U.S. history homework document. It's got a little preview of it. I'll hit go on to here. And what I wanted to do is just some introduction to some of the basic buttons and functions here. If you've used a word processor before, skip ahead to the next thing because this is not going to be anything super special. So just going through, I'll type a little bit more. This is important stuff. So just type in like you would on any Word or Office document. And going through, if I go and let's say delete something, who hasn't done that? I just did something dumb and I deleted it. Oh, what did that say? Where'd the word go? These are undo and redo buttons right here. So if I hit undo, and the other thing you can look at is if you see that right below it, it's got this little symbol with a Z. I can either hit the button, undo, or if I want to redo, I can go the other way. But if it's got this little symbol with a Z on your keyboard, and this works for me a lot of times much better, I'll hit the little command button there by the space bar. I'm going to press the Z, and hey, it works too. So undo, when you made a mistake, you can hit that a number of times and it will go back in time. Paint format we'll look at a little later. This is the print button if you'd like to print something. And right now it's going to print it to a PDF. I'll show you how to get it to your printer much easier if you use Chrome instead of Firefox. Right here, this percent this is going to zoom in the document. So if you've got eyes that need things to make this a little closer, you can zoom in a bit. I can zoom way in and make it ridiculously big, but I'm going to go back to 100% here. Or if you want to see the entire page and how it's all laid out, you can hit that down to 50%. So I'm going to go to 100 and just stick with that. Normal text over here. So I'm going to highlight my important stuff. And this is going to give it sort of a preset formatting here for your various headings. If you've got a big document with lots of sections, I'll stick with normal for right now. I can change the font, so if I want it to be a little fancier or sillier, I can do that and make it in permanent marker. I can make it larger, so there's the font size, so I'll make it big. Let's change it back to, I'm a fan of Arial. I know, pretty boring, but that's fine. And normally Arial about 11 works pretty well. I can bold it, unbold it, and then also if you hold over that, I can go Command B is bold. Hey, look at that! I'm hitting Command B, back and forth. Italic is Command I, so I can italicize it. I can underline it, Command U. Change the color, any color I choose. Let's go back to black though. I can link this to something. So if I want this to go to, say, yahoo.com, I don't know why I would do that, but sure. I can apply that, and now whenever I go to here, I can click on Yahoo and it'll open a new tab and take me to Yahoo. So let's remove that though. I can center it, right align. If I've got an entire paragraph, it'll justify both sides. It's not going to really work with this a little bit. I can change the spacing, so blah blah. I just copied that. We'll hit space and so I've made a number of things. If I highlight this now, I can double space. I can make it small and single space. The default is 1.15, which is nice and comfy. I can turn this into a numbered list if I want to. If I hit tab, it'll... Oh, that's not doing it for me. If I have this, it'll make this so if you're taking notes, kind of handy. Same deal, I can make it a bulleted list as well. And those are the basics of the buttons. There are more if you go into Format. There are a couple of you can strike through. I'm doing a little math. Let's do blah squared and superscript it. Yeah, look at that. Well, let's make that big so you can see it. So it's blah squared. If I'm doing chemistry and I want to do H2O, let's subscript this. Hey, check that out. So lots we can do here. We'll look at some of these later, insert things later, but format, there are, again, quite a few things you can do with this. Lists, you can choose which kind of lists, align things however you choose, and kind of get that all out of your system. So there you have it. Again, nothing super special, but it gets the job done. It gets it done really nicely. And once again, all changes have been saved. I never had to hit save anywhere, and it's all right there for me. All right. All right.